Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and today I'd like to give a presentation on smoking and how harmful it is. So I've done 3 years of extensive research and I feel like it's an important issue to address. I've experienced losses of friends through smoking and I feel it's my duty to educate people on smoking. So what is smoking? Smoking is an addictive lifestyle habit. In fact, we know that cigarettes contain carcinogens which contain stimulants which are quite addictive when you start taking it excessively, and it is a part of cultural and traditional practices. In fact, smoking dates back from 3000 to 5000 BC, and it is a cause of non-communicable diseases, and we shall go over 3 of these prominent diseases. And it severely affects your life. In fact, the WHO Foundation, which is the World Health Organization, has pointed out that smoking affects your social well-being, physical well-being, and your mental well-being. The first disease we're going over is lung cancer. Now, what is lung cancer? Lung cancer is when excessive cancer cells form inside your lungs. How does this happen? Well, it happens whenever your lungs have to process the smoke from the cigarettes, of course. And what happens is it damages your lungs over time, and then what happens is repair cells start to get used excessively. Now when they are used excessively, it causes abnormalities and eventually causes cancer when these cells act abnormal. The second disease is chronic bronchitis. Chronic bronchitis is nothing but the paralysis of the cilia. Now the cilia is located in your oral fecal unit, which is the throat. So what happens is your cilia is used to waft mucus from your throat in order to get rid of mucus from your throat. So what happens is when smoke goes through the cilia, it paralyzes it. Then what happens is mucus gets trapped in the lungs when your mucus is not wafted using the cilia. Then the third disease is emphysema. Now emphysema is when tar accumulates in the alveoli. Now in the alveoli, when tar accumulates, the surface area decreases. Now what happens is there is less exchange of gases, which means you would experience labored breathing whenever doing regular physical activity, including walking, going upstairs. Even simple things can cause labored breathing. So apparently statistics show that smoking trends have been decreasing over time. In fact, from the 1900s to the 21st century, the trends have been decreasing, as we can see in the UK and Hong Kong. However, the opposite is being seen in the USA, where the trends appear to be increasing over time. So a few facts about smoking is about the life expectancy. Now, the life expectancy of a smoker is 10 years less than that of a non-smoker. And there are over 7,000 chemicals in cigarettes, most of which are compiled with carcinogens and stimulants. Carcinogens are nothing but cancer-causing substances. And 90% of smokers start before the age of 18. Smoking starts whenever you experience bad influence during high school. And smoking causes 5 million deaths annually. However, this trend has decreased over the last few years, as we've seen the statistics showing the trends decreasing. In fact, last year there were roughly around 3 million deaths. And then it is the leading cause of preventable death. What I mean is, smoking is quite addictive and it can easily be avoided by giving up smoking. And it causes several unnecessary deaths due to uncontrollable addictions. So my message I wish to convey through this presentation is to spread awareness about smoking first off, show the diseases caused, and also present the statistics. And finally, I want to inspire smokers to give up smoking, as we've seen the unnecessary deaths it's caused and how harmful it is, regardless of its appeasing in nature. Thank you for listening to my presentation.